Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video. That's because I've been traveling a lot for work lately, and my travels here have brought me to the Buc-ees, which I know is a destination for some. For me, it's a gas station on the way to my next job. I will admit they do have a nice drink selection. The food selection here is pretty impressive as well. It's just a little bit pricey. That's one of the things I don't particularly like about Buc-ees. Before we go in and take a look at all of that, though, I did want to say a special thank you to all the patrons who help support the channel. If you're interested in joining our Fright Club, be sure to check out a link to my Patreon page in the description below. So this is it. If this is your first trip to Buc-ees, this is what you're going to see inside. You've got food, you've got merchandise, you have a loud, chaotic atmosphere. But they also do have some Halloween merchandise. And this is the first thing I see when I walk through the door. It's an inflatable Buc-ee. He is the mascot of the gas station, and I do have to remind everyone, this is basically a gas station. I don't understand why there is so much hype for it. Well, here we are looking at the displays, and we've got some food merchandise here. A bit of Day of the Dead, some candy bowl type merchandise. A lot of the things that we're going to find here kind of does lean toward the country-esque vibe. I would almost put it on par with the sort of things that we would find at the Cracker Barrel. I do like this welcome sign, though. Those welcome signs are so popular this year. I made one last year, a little bit oversized for my needs. If you're interested in checking out my DIY, be sure to look through my old videos for that. A lot more of the... I think that's a cookie jar. Is it a teapot? I can't tell. I should have taken a closer look. Sorry, but we do have a lot of dishes and whatnot to see around here as well. You know, I have to admit, I'm actually a little surprised that the Buc-ees has so much Halloween merchandise, because I always got kind of a religious vibe, which is what you're going to see a lot of throughout the store merchandise. And sometimes that tends to clash with the Halloween, so I'm glad that they can at least separate that. Alright, we've got some table runners, it looks like, even some more Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. It's very inclusive of them, I like that. Got some pumpkin merchandise. Are we buying for the ugly pumpkins? No, we're not. I do actually like those pumpkins with the witches carved into them at the top. That looked pretty cool. Actually, you know, some of that, I know that's kind of country vibe with the corn stalks and whatnot in the background, but it looked very vintagey to me. There's something I really like about that aesthetic. It's got a nice blend, I guess, of being not too overly cutesy country, but kind of nice, like I said, in the vintagey way. Spoiled Rotten Dog lives here. I suspect that might have been just dropped there from somewhere else in the store. We, of course, want to creep it real. I got a couple of pillows. Little options to choose from. It's time to be wicked. Yes, it is. It is that time. We are officially in fall. The weather is starting to turn a little bit cooler. I absolutely love it outside. And I can't wait to start wearing jackets and drinking apple cider. Alright, and of course we can make our house smell like pumpkin pie or whatever these scents are. There are a lot to choose from here. I think there was another shelf that we're going to see in a moment as well, but of course you can't have fall without the fall scented candles. And we have, what is this, some sort of black cat? Is that a cat? I think that's a cat. Could be a bear. I'm not sure. Happy fall, y'all. I actually recorded this video about 2 weeks ago, so hopefully if you're interested in any of this merchandise you see, it's still there. I suspect it will be. It is early fall. Again, sorry for the delay. I was very busy at work and I missed a lot of opportunities to make some walkthroughs, but we are going to do some heavy catching up in the next few videos. Alright, we've got some options in clothing for you to choose from. We've got all sorts of ages and sexes, which actually makes me happy. I noticed there was a nice selection of men's t-shirts as well around the corner. We'll get to those here in just a moment. Mombi, I like that. Life is spooky without Jesus. There we go. I knew we couldn't get through this store without some sort of heavily religious sentiment, and there we go. We've got some tie Beanie Baby type things. Does anybody still collect these? I guess it's kind of cute having the Halloween vibe going on here. I almost thought these were dog toys at first, but with the tie tag, I guess somebody's got to be collecting these things. We have more Buc-ee merchandise. I'm a little surprised with how much stuff they have with their logo on it. I guess somebody's got to be collecting this stuff, which again makes me remind myself it's just a gas station. Why is there so much fervor around this stuff? But there's a lot of it, so again, somebody's got to be buying it. Here are those men's shirts I mentioned. A lot of different, well, there's not a lot of selection, I should say. A few options. It's better than no options. And of course, if you want the Buc-ees related t-shirts, you can get that as well if you need to have that mascot emblazoned on everything you own, including socks. Here are a couple more of the women's selection. Sorry, I know it's a little disjointed, not keeping everything together. It was hard to film this video because there were about 9 billion people in the store. So I just kind of moved along where I could to get this in the shot for you. Alright, spooky vibes. That's what we are all about. I actually like that fabulous. I'm not sure I've seen that before. You know how I complain about some of the, I'm here for the booze sayings that are just way too overdone. It's nice to see something a little bit different. But that's going to bring us to the end of our Buc-ees tour today. We've got a lot more stores to walk through. It's getting close to Halloween, so I'm going to try and get those out pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I've also got a bunch of products to review with you soon, so stay tuned. Till then, take care and happy haunting.